What's up with everybody? It's your Memorial B.
And Nicole.
We're back in with another reaction video. Yeah, man, special video request from Mars Blackman. Mars wanted us to react to NY77, The Coolest Year in Hell, Part 1.
I know, I don't think we have any idea what this is going to be.
Yeah, I know.
So
But
we're intrigued.
Yeah, we know it's going to be pretty good because Mars gave us some great special video requests.
He does.
So I say thank you. But if you want to support our channel, pick out our next video reaction, check out the links to our Streamlabs. It's going to be in our description and our video cards. Let's dive right into it.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh, that seems so old.
77.
I know.
1977. The coolest year in hell.
Yeah.
The first to die by the killer's gun was 18-year-old Donna Loria last July. 6 months later, Christine Freund became his second victim.
Dang, who's this guy?
Oh, was this the Summer of Sam?
Oh, probably was.
In 77, Son of Sam was
Yep.
running around and shooting people. Everybody was scared to death.
In 1977, we had soaring murder rates. We had a city that was really gripped with every form of crime.
The city was dirty. It was experiencing an epidemic of arson. It was covered in graffiti.
The city was so broke that city services had been cut back profoundly.
They laid off 5,000 cops.
They closed firehouses. They laid off thousands of teachers.
Nobody knew
Dang.
from day to day whether the Big Apple would become the bankrupt Apple.
Bankrupt Apple. Dang.
You had to really hold on to your purse. There was an element of danger, but it was also wonderfully sleazy.
Times Square wasn't Disney World. It was prostitution and pimps.
Dang.
It was great. It was like the Wild West. And it didn't cost anything to fucking live here.
1977 was the year of the 25-hour citywide blackout that led to massive looting and, in fact, the largest mass arrest in the city's history.
Whoa, what? So it was like a blackout. People probably was stealing stuff and
Contentious
stuff.
mayoral elections in 1977. And it came to be seen as an election for the soul of the city in the future.
People were confused, disillusioned, afraid. All of these emotions were spawning all kinds of music.
That was the year that disco exploded in New
Yeah,
York.
disco was huge
Back
in the
in
70s.
77, we took hip-hop from the South Bronx, brought it into the club. We never thought it would blow up like it did.
Yeah, 1977 was a big year for punk rock.
There was a buzz at CBGB's.
It was a big year for a lot of music.
Yeah,
and new
It was
music
no
too.
coincidence that during this period of really kind of ultimate decay for New York, it was an incredibly exciting place to be.
It was free, it was open, you felt like you could do anything you wanted.
Anything you
Most
wanted.
people thought that New York City's great days were over. My attitude was, fuck them.
Dang. Just screw 'em.
Koch came through 123rd Street and they were selling reefer so fast and so crazy till they was trying to sell him a bag. It was open air supermarkets.
DJ Hollywood.
77. Well, the Bronx wasn't burning, the Bronx was burnt.
It was already burnt up.
man.
Dang. It looked horrible.
I mean, it was deteriorating like at a rapid pace.
Yeah, that looked horrible.
I mean, so fast.
Yeah.
Whole
Oh, that looked
areas
terrible.
was just wiped out, man.
Gangs really controlled areas, and a lot of times things would happen and the police wouldn't even show up.
The gangs gave kids this sense of cohesion in what was otherwise, for many of them, a completely chaotic world.
Most of the people's parents, they were struggling, they were broke. You know, they had 2 jobs or no job, or they were strung out themselves on drugs. So a lot of these kids were monitoring their own life. You know, they were going to high school and they were out. You know, they were on their own basically.
Yeah.
And the only positive thing we had was music.
Hip-hop, I believe, came about as a culture because there was a fairly substantial group of young people in African American and Latino communities that felt that there was nothing there for them. The public school system, because of the fiscal crisis at that time, had abandoned
Wow,
most
look at
music
that.
programs
Yeah.
throughout the city. You know, you couldn't belong to a marching band in your high school if your high school didn't have one.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to a rec center if you didn't have a rec center.
We didn't have
Yeah,
something that
which
really
is horrible.
belonged to us. You know, everybody had their own movement, you know, and 77 was actually a breakout showcase year for hip hop. I went to a Bambaataa party and I was totally blown away. Something about seeing that music channeled out that way definitely appealed to me.
You would follow the vibration of the music, and you would arrive at the block party.
At the block
You would
party.
see some people doing graffiti writing on the wall live, and there would be people with cardboard boxes out doing b-boying. The center of the party would be the DJ.
Yeah. DJ get the
Early
party
on,
started.
Of course, you had people like Hollywood and Chief Rocker Busy B and Lovebug Starsky, but Africa Bambaataa is the godfather of hip hop.
Come down, baby. Come to my island paradise.
I came out of the street gang.
Oh my gosh,
movement
those
that we
classics.
had
Yeah.
At the time, which was called the Black Spades. And my area of the Browns River Houses, we had a center where I used to play music, and many of the youth started feeling the energy of these DJs, these breakers. So I went out there and started transforming the street gangs into something positive, and it was the culture called hip hop.
He comes
Yeah.
out of the gang culture, gets an epiphany, and begins to organize in his community.
Africa Bambaataa did an unbelievable job with, you know, getting all the youth and the gangs together to try to not be violent, to do it through music.
Yeah.
The party that he gave resonated throughout the neighborhood and then soon throughout the Bronx. From then on, that's all I wanted to do.
Kaz actually took the initiative, you know what I mean, and told me, listen, man, you know, do this with me, you know what I mean? And once I got behind the turntables, it was something that was overwhelming, something that actually took over.
In 77, if you were a DJ, you had to have your own sound system. I don't mean like you just put your records under your arm and just
Yeah.
Oh no. You had to have the speakers
That was
and
expensive,
the
too.
amplifiers and
Oh,
the
yeah.
turntables and everything, and you brought all that out to the park to play.
So many wires, boy. They had like so many wires.
Right?
You know, we were kids, you know, we were teenagers, and, you know, we really didn't have that kind of money.
I was lucky because I had a few dollars saved in the bank that my father had left me, and I had to convince my mother once I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Hey, Ma, I need that money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I found what I want to do. I don't want to go buy sneakers with it. I want to buy some DJ equipment. I want to
Yeah.
be a DJ.
Investment.
Yeah, for sure it is.
We never would have had the ingenuity to plug our system up to a light pole. I don't think if we was in Omaha. You understand what I'm saying? We wouldn't have had the resources at hand, the mindset to say, yo, that's an electric light, ain't it?
Huh.
Look in that pole, look in the bottom, man, see if there's anything in there. You know what I mean? Just takes that kind of mindset and
Yeah.
ingenuity to say, okay, let's find something to make this work. We didn't have those big industrial extension cords. Now we had them little 9 foot extension cords. You had to plug one up to the other,
Yeah.
and we had to buy like 15 or 20 of them and run them all the way.
Yeah, that's-
from
you
the
got
pole
creative.
all the way into the park. But that's what it took to keep the party going. So
Yeah.
that's what we did.
Got really creative with this.
No one was watching us. I mean, the police weren't coming to the parks and shutting our parties down. I mean, if you go to a park now and try to hotwire a street lamp into a party, you'll be shut down in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you would.
I mean, they just were busy doing other things. You know what I mean? And thank God for that.
Had to get the party started, man.
In 1977, New York City was a great place to be if you wanted to be wild and promiscuous.
Porn star.
For AIDS, you could fuck on stage in Times Square.
There was literally 1,200 streetwalker prostitutes
Oh.
from 34th Street to 50th Street and 8th Avenue.
42nd Street was a mess. You wouldn't take your wife and walk with your family on 42nd Street. You really wouldn't.
Times Square was anything goes. It was a neighborhood where hustlers intersected with tourists, and the tourists came out on the bottom end of that deal for sure.
In Times Square, you had the Broadway theater, but
Yeah.
you had side by side with that porno establishments, massage parlors, some 200 of them. All across 42nd Street. It was girls, girls, girls upstairs. Take a ticket, take a ticket.
Damn, yeah.
Black
More
beauties,
girls?
black beauties. Check it out, check it out.
Wow.
I went to a movie premiere called Deep Inside Annie Sprinkles, and people were jumping up, giving people standing ovations.
Dang.
When you went and saw porn, you saw it on a giant screen. I mean, the penises were like 150 feet big, you know. Lots of bushy pussies. Men had pubic hair up to their navels.
Times Square now
Interesting.
compared to Times Square then is to go from, you know, something that was X-rated and dangerous to something now that's G-rated. I don't think it's bad just because I saw how bad it was.
The people of this city know and understand the tremendous problems we had in the last 3.5 years.
In 1977, New York City went through one of its most contentious mayoral primaries in its history.
Several polls say any of the 4 candidates could make it. They are Bella Abzug, Mayor Beam, Mario Cuomo, or Congressman Koch.
Koch.
I'm Ed Koch, running for mayor.
At a televised debate the other night, someone threw up high at Mayor Beam. Watch.
I did.
I remember
Throw
Abe
a pie at
being
that boy.
probably the most ineffective mayor we ever had. New Yorkers
Wow.
just didn't give a damn about him. In some ways, many New Yorkers didn't give a damn about the city because we felt that, you know, the city wasn't the city that we knew. It was a shell of its former self.
It was really a moment when the city wanted someone who was going to kind of be tough and get tough, and who was also going to lift the spirits of the city, lift the morale of the city.
Mayor Abraham Beam is in big trouble. His principal opponent is the lady in the floppy hat, Congresswoman
hat.
Bella Abzug.
One of the things you have to know about all the polls, they not only show the
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the first part.
Yeah,
so
first
now I'm gonna
part.
watch the second part.
Yeah, that was definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
man.
really interesting.
A lot of information going on, especially in the 70s, like Summer
Mhm.
Sam, and it was creative when they was doing their DJ stuff. They parties, they
Yeah, how
like
they
just
did
get all them
that. I
stitching
liked it.
cards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, to keep the party going.
Well, I
man.
mean, it was a really cool idea to like pull all the kids and have some fun, like good fun,
Yeah.
not like getting into trouble kind of thing.
Yeah, because they have like no
Almost
place to
for,
play
like,
basketball
working, or
at.
yeah, there was no club, like no
Yeah.
like boys and girls clubs or
Yeah.
YMCA's or anything around, and
Yeah, just kind of horrible and stuff
parks.
to watch. The ghettos and
yeah, it seems like it was kind of like a really dark time there.
yeah, it was. But yeah, Morris, we definitely thank you for this
Yeah, thank
video.
you. It was really interesting.
But we're going to end this video. If you want to send us a special video request, check the links to our Streamlabs. It's going to be on the description and our video cards.
And check out our link to Patreon where we do extended movie and TV show reactions.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And thumbs it up.
Turn on notifications. It's your man, Mario B.
And Nicole.
I'm going to catch you on the next. Awesome. Peace and love, baby.